Hey, my name is Nikki Antwine, owner of Miracles and Blessings Salon and Spa out in Missouri City, Texas. I want to shout out to my son, Andre Lewis, who is the receiver over at PV University. And I just want to say I love listening to Mike Prince on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. The Panthers winning the championship for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and they did it the hard way. They went through Texas Southern University, winning by a score of 92-86. The Panthers taking care of business for the 2019 campaign to cap off a stellar year with basketball play from Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers. We expect to hear from Coach Byron Smith later on throughout the course of the show. We'll also hear from Coach Landon Bussey and a few other key players throughout the course of the season. People are gathering around right now as we're getting ready for the celebration, the selection show that will be coming up right now. The Panthers will be representing the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, that is, will be representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Panthers taking care of business at home first against Alcorn. Had no problem taking care of Alcorn. Had somewhat of a more challenging bout against Grambling State, and then laid it all out on the line against Texas Southern. So the Panthers end up winning 2 out of 3 against Texas Southern, and they'll be awaiting here momentarily on the opportunity to see which direction the bag's already packed. Just now a matter of time of where they'll be heading. We are going to be hearing from some PV faithful, of course. We'll try to get in contact with Athletic Director Mr. Fred Washington and hear from some other key components here throughout Prairie View A&M University. Buzzing and going. We got Jimmy Wilson over here. We'll have Jimmy sit over here for a second and get him. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from Jimmy Wilson, and he's been a long-time supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. In particular, he's a basketball guy, so we'll get a chance to see what he's talking about. You're listening to a live sports report from Prairie View A&M University Selection Sunday. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This broadcast has been made possible by the support of the Prairie View Athletic Club. The Prairie View Athletic Club is a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. For more information on becoming a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, send your email to pvathletic.club@gmail.com. That email address again is pvathletic.club gmail.com. Prairie View Athletic Club, a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. The Panthers celebrating the victory over Texas Southern on last night, 92-86. We are now joined with one of the PV faithful. He fusses sometimes, but a lot of times he's cheering for the Panthers, and we want to welcome Jimmy Wilson to the show. How you doing, Brother Jimmy?
Good, Brother Mike. Thanks so much for letting me be here.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you here, man. Give us a recap on how you saw the Panthers take care of business on last night.
Well, we started off a little slow, but Coach Smith hadn't put all his presses in yet. And the more pressure he applied on the defensive end, the tighter the pressure got on TSU. And eventually, the guards he outsmarted their guards. And the guards couldn't take the pressure because he kept switching defenses up on them.
Well, a lot of people were so enamored with the size that Combs and Reed brought to the table that they just assumed that it would be a walk in the park for the Panthers to struggle against the Texas Southern Tigers. But the rotation and the balanced attack kept the Tigers at bay and have the Panthers standing in the winner's circle at the end.
Well, just to give some background, the Panthers under Coach Smith have played a mid-major top 25 schedule, which everybody doesn't know about. And they played 7-footers. They played an NBA lottery pick named Jay Morant from Murray State. And they've been able to handle all that kind of pressure. So with them being able to rotate and switch at any position, they have a defensive advantage on the other teams, especially bigs.
Right. Well, one thing about the bigs are a little slow of foot, if we would say. And what you do, you wear them big boys down, running up and down that floor. But the balance attack, not only during last night's play or the tournament play, throughout the course of the season. And when Smith first took over, he was known for his offensive paralysis throughout his playing days. But he emphasized defense and cohesiveness, and he's able to cross this threshold in a very short time.
When Smith was at A&M and U of H as an assistant coach, he was the defensive coordinator most of the time for the defenses. And when I used to watch him when he was a summer coach, man, that dude had 5, 6, 7 presses he ran every game, and it would just drive the little summer teams crazy. And when they hired him, I was the happiest dude on campus.
You were the happiest dude on campus?
I was the happiest dude on campus. When I saw him on the sideline as the assistant coach, I was thrilled to death because I knew our defense was going to get better, and I knew that the recruiting was going to get more specified toward defense. Kids that could play defense, that could play hard defense, and that would be just tough kids. I mean, just tough.
Well, another thing that I think has been a key component is that you get guys who are unselfish.
Yes.
There's a kid, Antonio Lister, who was a superstar in high school. He had a very successful career at Bland Junior College. He comes in, accepts his role. He hit a key basket on yesterday in the win.
Yes, he did.
But he comes in and he understands that his role, when called upon, is going to be just as vital as if he was the starting point guard for this squad. And you get guys to buy in like that, and in most cases it leads to success.
Well, Coach Smith wanted Lister from day one. I mean, when he graduated from high school, he wanted him. And they made a concerted effort to make sure they came away with him. Even at Bland, they went and looked at it. And the team is unselfish, man. If you ever go to a practice, they practice as hard as a game. I mean, they are in there fighting. That's a tough practice.
Yes. Well, as you practice, so will you play. And it's very exciting. Now, we know that there has been some flack going back and forth about comparing this team to the 1962 team, even the 2003 team. But the fact of the matter is they are the 2019 champions. They earned this right. and they deserve the praises that will come their way for however long it happens. Now, we know it's going to be a tall order when they go out to the quote-unquote big dance, but that's why you play these games. That's why you embrace the moments and you make sure that everything is everything.
Okay, so the 1998 team, the last team that went to
Yes,
the
sir.
championship, my cousin, Charles Walker, shout out to my aunt, Cookie Walker, he was the trainer for that team. He was one of the assistant student trainers. And that was a high moment then. And I'm sitting back right now, Charles has passed, and he would love to be here right now just to relive all this. Man.
Yes,
he
sir.
would really, really enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Well,
And-
that's part of why we do what we do, Brother
Yeah.
Wilson. You capture these moments, you embrace these moments, and you share these moments. And 98 was the last time that the Panthers made it to the dance.
Yeah.
And they played against Kansas
played against
Kansas
Kansas.
Jayhawks. Didn't have much of a chance, but hey, we made it, and it was a celebration throughout the nation. And it's going to be the same atmosphere coming up right now with what you got going on when you call off these guys, and there's a quote unquote person that the media picks for the star, but there are really no superstar mentalities on this squad.
There's no superstar on this team. You just got a bunch of guys that just play hard defense, that fight for every possession, that fight on every bucket. That's the whole team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live right now on the campus of Prairie View A&M University, Selection Sunday, as we await to see how the Panthers will fare off. We plan to have Coach Bussey with us. We plan to have Coach Smith and a couple other players to meet in with us. Jimmy, I appreciate you coming through right now, my man. And now they got the music
loud.
blaring just a little bit, but that's okay, too. That's why we do what we do. Jimmy, any last words you want to have before we shut it out over here, brother?
I mean, I'm grinning. They can't see me on TV, but Mike and I have the biggest smiles on our face y'all going to see in a long, long time. I'm just glad to be here and see all this history in the making. That's
Yes,
all.
sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much, Mike, for having me on.
No problem, man. Hey,
Appreciate it.
give a shout out to your class. What class? What
I
year?
am Prairie View class of 1980.
1980. Jimmy Wilson. Man, we thank you so much,
Thank you,
brother.
Mike.
Who
Appreciate
you
you,
rooting
man.
for, man?
PVU.
All right, man. All right, Jimmy Wilson, class of 1980. He's coming through and checking in. The music is getting cranked up right now as the festivities will begin to warm up just a little bit, as we are moments away from going to see who the Panthers will be taking on right now. But what we're going to be on the lookout for Coach Bussey, and we're going to be looking out for Coach Smith and some of the key players that we can get coming on. We're going to take a break right now. I think Bussey is in the house, and we will go ahead and get Coach Bussey mic'd up over here in just a minute. We are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. We're going to take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more to deal with from the campus of Prairie View A&M University.
Hello, my name is S.L. Andrea Bell Miller, and I am a resident of Prairie View, Texas. I was born and raised here, and I am a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, as well as the Prairie View Athletic Club. I'm a very active member and support our community in all areas. I am currently the first vice president for our Chamber of Commerce, as well as I am the president for the Retired Teachers Association and School Personnel here in Prairie View, Texas. I just want you to know that we support the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we just say thank you, Mr. Mike Prince. Great job. Keep it going. Way to go, PV. As we used to say, PV, you know. Bye.
Hello, TV Nation. It's Kimberly Runnels, your National Alumni Association president, just wanting to invite everyone, alumni and friends, to our 45th annual National Alumni Convention held at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas. The date, July 25th through the 27th, 2019. Don't miss it. Fellowship with other alumni. We have a networking seminar occurring, and of course the Athletic Summit returns as well. Soon, registration information will be available. So don't miss 3 fabulous days at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. You can hear the music is cranked up. That means there must be some youngsters around. They're showing videos, and we got a youngster that is mic'd up with us right now. He's a young old man, good buddy of mine, Coach Landon Bussey. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
All right. Well, congratulations on a well-deserved season, man, and a well-deserved championship on last night.
Appreciate it.
Well, Coach, you have been part of this building process with Coach Smith since he first got the call. Can you give us some insight on how you guys were able to put this thing together so quickly?
One thing about it is, Coach Smith program, he wants to have a lot of different discipline, and for you to become a part of this program, as far as when we're recruiting, we wanted to do a good job of recruiting tougher kids that have been through adversity in life, tougher kids that didn't mind practicing every single day, going hard, and I think that's what got us to this point.
All right. Well, a lot of people don't know that you actually have been on both sides of the ball, literally. You came from the women's department, and now you're here with the men's department. And besides the obvious, coaching females and coaching males, what has been the transition for you to come over?
It really hasn't been a big transition. At the end of the day, it's basketball. It's basketball. Run the same plays, X and O, defense, whatever the case may be. On the men's side, you might be challenged a little more with these,
the testosterone flows a little bit more.
Right. You'll be challenged a little more, but it helped me become a better coach.
Okay, helping you become a better coach. Now, it's no secret that you and Coach Smith spend a lot of time together. You have a brotherhood, if you would. What are some of the things that you've been able to learn from Coach Smith being as close as you guys are?
One thing I learned is just, being patient. Being patient, the moment's going to come, and when the moment has come, enjoy the moment. Also, one thing I learned is about, just having an infrastructure in place to where so these student athletes are aware that the big picture and not the name on the back of the jersey, but the name on the front of the jersey.
Okay, so it's all team first.
Right.
Team first. The what they say, the we before me.
Yes, sir.
And the us before I.
Right.
And all of that. Now, look, this has been a long season, and a lot of people who are from the outside looking in, they don't know that from day one, you guys hit the ground running, and they forget that you all have done this in a very short time, man, a very short time. And what is a prototypical Prairie View player that you guys look for that can continue to add to the missing link?
Devontae Patterson. If you just look at his, his background, his history, and if you able to just come in our practice for one day, sometimes we have to calm him down in practice so he won't hurt none of his teammates. The way he practices is the way he plays.
Yes, sir.
And that's one thing that when I go out and recruit, it's going to be hard to find another Devontae Patterson. But when you go out and recruit, you want to find a guy like Antoine Lister, Gerard Andrews, Devontae Patterson, those type of kids that come to practice every single day and give it everything they got.
Yes, sir. And, we just talked about that the last segment with Jimmy Wilson. Lister, we used to cover him during high school games. He played in the Waller District, against the Waller District. And this kid was a superstar in high school.
Right.
But he accepts the role of being that off-the-bench player, not a lot of back talk and just grinding and working hard and doing what needs to be done. How difficult is it for that for a guy who's used to being the man to being a role player? What's the big sale on that?
Well, the thing about Antoine Lister, he's different. He's a blue-collar kid. He's raised the right way, so, he's all team bought in. He is a yes, sir, no, sir type of guy, and he's willing to whatever it is for the team to be successful. Nothing about Antoine is selfish. Nothing about Antoine Lister has anything to do about Antoine Lister. Everything about him is for the big picture in the program.
Yes, sir. Now, I see the guys are gathering around right now. Coach, man, you have always been solid with me. You know, as I say, we keep it low key, but sometimes that's a good thing, and then sometimes it's just good to let people know that you guys are loved on and supported through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right now, it just happens to be real good, and we appreciate you making yourself available. What I need you to do for me, if you don't mind, I want you to give us some closing thoughts and comments, but before we do that, I want you to track down Lister and Patterson for me so we can get them mic'd up over here.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, what's your closing thoughts, my man?
We just, taking it day by day, hopefully get into the tournament, make some noise, and make a run.
Make a run?
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. Well, we appreciate you, my brother. Coach Landon Bussey, assistant coach for the Prairie View A&M University Men's Panthers basketball program. He's going to round up and get one of these young men for us to get signed up. Right now, we are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University, where we are getting closer to Selection Sunday. We'll find out just exactly. It's been whispered somewhere in Dayton, Ohio, is the location, but it's a matter to be seen of who it's going to be, and some even say as far as North Carolina. But whomever the case may be, I'm pretty sure the Panthers will have their traveling shoes on and ready to take care of business right now. They got the music pumped up. I'm getting pumped up right now. I don't have any more eligibility, but, I can at least pat my foot. So, Coach Bussey, if you don't mind, we ask you if you get Brother Patterson over here with us. And then from Patterson, we'll get Lister. Then we'll probably have some things going on. Bussey is about to be on the clock for us, and we are about to get ready to take care of some business right now. Uh-oh, something just happened. There we go. And those are some of the things that happen when you go live, as you get a little snafu, if you would. We are live on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Panthers winning the SWAC championship on last night by the score of 92-86 over the Texas Southern Tigers. Panthers balance attack all the way around. Devontae Patterson, as you heard Coach Bussey speak, the heartbeat of this program. Works hard on and off the court, in and out of game time, and he's just ready to do and give all that he can for his teammates. And that's really what it all takes as things get ready to roll off right now. We got Brother Tim Thorne in the house. Everybody coming in. All right, we got Brother Patterson about to get mic'd up here in just a second here. And if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, he ready. You ready to do this? Yes, you're a communications major, huh?
Business.
Business, okay. How you doing, my brother? Congratulations.
I'm doing fine. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, look, man, first of all, before we get into too much detail, what a run, huh?
Yes, sir. I just want to give it, first of all, it to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen to that, my brother, and hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
That?
Hallelujah.
Yes, sir. Now, look, man, when these things first start off, you get this rough start with this non-conference season. You come into conference play. You start putting some things together. When did you realize that this program or this team was real special this year?
I realized that when we all got together, when we had our first practice, when we just got in on the court, at first it didn't seem like we had chemistry. About like the third or fourth practice, I seen something that I haven't seen before, and then everybody just like meshed together at a perfect time, and the perfect time where we had a turning point where we wasn't winning, and it was just really tough for us. So we just had to stick together and come together as one, and we all set our differences. And once we set our differences, and then we put down goals, and we achieved our goals.
All right, man. Look, when you talk about the differences, and everybody, the thing about when you're in high school, you are the man.
Yes, sir.
You come to college, and everybody that comes to college was the man.
Yes, sir.
How challenging was it for you personally to accept that you're going to have to play certain roles to be a part of this team?
A lot of people had to take certain roles to be a part of a great organization. Say, for instance, like anybody that goes to the Warriors, the Lakers, they have certain goals and certain roles that they have to perform every night. and every day.
Yes, sir. So when you performed that role and you was able to realize that, you know what, I'm going to get in where I fit in and do what I need to do, and everybody has been really excited and talking about how you are the heartbeat of this team, man. And have you accepted that role, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I accepted that role with all my heart.
With all your heart?
Yes, sir.
Well, look, we're speaking right now with Devontae Pat. Does it matter where you go and who you're playing against at this point?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. As long as you got the Father with you, anything is possible.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, right?
Amen,
Let me ask you this. What allowed you or led you to come to Prairie View?
The Father. Because I had a lot of schools, and I told the Father, I want you to choose a team.
Okay.
Choose a school for me. And
okay.
He did.
Okay. Well, man, look, I know we're PV proud of you. You still got some basketball left in you, man.
Sir.
Any closing thoughts and comments you'd like to share with right now?
I just want to say, family, I'm going to go get it.
You going to go get it?
Yes, sir.
Devontae Patterson, part of the Panthers program, hoisting up the championship trophy on last night. They started off the festivities right now. Charles Porter is emceeing, getting ready to go, and they're going to have a moment of prayer. And while they are praying, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Broadcasters come into our lives on radio and TV, bringing us information and entertainment. Broadcasters are there for us, but who is there for them when they fall on hard times? The Broadcasters Foundation of America provides financial assistance to broadcasters in acute need due to a critical illness, accident, or other serious misfortune. If you know of a broadcaster on the air or behind the scenes who may need our help, please share our message. Visit broadcastersfoundation.org.
This broadcast has been made possible by the support of the Prairie View Athletic Club. The Prairie View Athletic Club is a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. For more information on becoming a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, send your email to pvathletic.club@gmail.com. That email address again is pvathletic.club@gmail.com. Prairie View Athletic Club, a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming, as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. That comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up close and personal interviews, game coverage, student athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today.
Hello, TV Nation. It's Kimberly Runnels, your National Alumni Association president, just wanting to invite everyone, alumni and friends, to our 45th annual National Alumni Convention held at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas. The date, July 25th through the 27th, 2019. Don't miss it. Fellowship with other alumni, We have a networking seminar occurring, and of course the Athletic Summit returns as well. Soon, registration information will be available. So don't miss 3 fabulous days at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here on the campus of Prairie View A&M University, where we are awaiting the selection process for the Panthers. Right now, Coach Byron Smith is up introducing the team. We've heard earlier from Coach Landon Bussey. We also heard from Devontae Patterson, and we heard from Jimmy Wilson. We're going to be real briefly and talking with other fans and players, and of course Byron Smith, as this show continues to move forward on. Right now, what's going on is the Panthers will be representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and because they'll be representing the conference, they will await the selection process that will start on today, and they will have to, of course, go on the road to take on whomever that would be. And some are saying that it's going to be in Dayton, Ohio. Others are saying that it's going to possibly be in North Carolina. But wherever the case may be, the Panthers will be there loaded and ready to go. It's been a magical season for the Panthers. The Panthers with 20 wins during the regular season. In fact, they were 20-12. They were 1-13. 1-12, I'm sorry, to start, or 1-11, I should say, to start. Let me get that right, of the regular season. And through the trials and the errors and the bumps and the bruises, the Panthers end up being the last man standing. And right now they are celebrating a historic season that has not been accomplished since 1962. Yes. 1962, and we have been going back and forth with that, with fans and I won't say naysayers, but just fans and people that respect the era in which they were in, and there's no doubt about that at all. It's all about the respect and pride of the era that you come in, but you cannot take away what Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers have accomplished in this 2018-19 campaign, as the Panthers now get set to await their next opponent in the next round of postseason play, which is everyone's anticipation of the big dance. So the Panthers got here, of course, winning a regular season, taking on all on-comers, losing probably what was the most wake-up call and the biggest lesson of the season when they blew the 22-point lead to Texas Southern, and they ended up losing that game. But they had that in the data bank, and they were ready. Dennis Jones has just been introduced, and so the Panthers were able to take care of business, and they knocked off Alcorn in the first round of play. And from there, they went on to take on Grambling State. Grambling State gave a bit of a scare and a run, if you would. But the Panthers were able to hold off the Tigers and advance to take on Texas Southern on yesterday. Now, Texas Southern jumped out to a 12-point lead. And with that 12-point lead, things looked a little shaky. But when you look up at halftime, the Panthers had the halftime lead of 45-41. and came out, scored 47 points in the second half to go ahead and stir the Panthers on to victory. So the Panthers sitting well, looking well right now in the position of SWAC representation of the Southwestern Athletic Conference champions for the males division. They did it the hard way. A lot of people didn't think that the Panthers would have what it takes when they came in from that non-conference deal. They started off with the first win against Santa Clara to start off the season. They said, okay, we might have something. And then the Panthers tapered off, dropping the 11 in a row. And they always got a chance to redeem themselves. They started off against Houston Tullison here on the campus of Prairie View, and from there they didn't look back. Went on a 10-game win streak, and that win streak came to a snap against Texas Southern. And, you know, everybody was a little anxious, a little concerned, but this race is not given to the quick nor the strong, but to them that endure. And Coach Smith was able to endure, and the Panthers ride high for the rest of the regular season, and they became the 2019 regular season champions. And the Panthers took that proud title into the SWAC tournament, and all else prevailed. There were even some saying that, you know what, it does not matter about him winning a regular season if they do not win the championship. Well, the championship has been won. I don't know what else can be said. I don't know what else should be required of them. These young men have really and truly taken care of business. They've taken care of business, and they've done it the right way. No scandals. APRs are flying high, and no disciplinary problems out of the norm. You know, you're going to have some discipline when you're dealing with young testosterone, but for what these Panthers have achieved, they went 17 and 1 in the regular season. You know, think about that. That's a tall order within itself. And you win your 20 games. I mean, your 20th game. You have a 20-plus win season. So you end up going 3-0 in postseason play, you know, and that is another tall feat within itself. Taking care of Alcorn, taking care of Grambling State, and, of course, taking care of Texas Southern. You now get ready for your postseason play. Panthers coming in 22-12 overall. 22-12 overall. You cannot take that away. And job well done by Coach Byron Smith. Now, with all that being said, and we're giving all the shine on the men's side, and deservedly so, let's not forget the job that Coach Sandy Pugh has been able to achieve in her first season here on the Hill. The Panthers end up losing to Jackson State in the semifinals, and Jackson State failed to Southern, Pugh's old team, and they are the 2019 champions. Now, with that being said, there is still an NIT invitation awaiting for Coach Pugh and the Panthers, and I chatted with her, text with her on last night, and so the NIT is still going to be on the table for the women on the hardwood side of the floor. So we're going to be still covering and having a bunch of basketball to cover for the rest of this 2019 campaign. So this is what we do here. We are definitely faithful supporters of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. We want to let you know that during the course of this broadcast and many other broadcasts, they're supported by the Prairie View Athletic Club, located in Prairie View, Texas, serving student athletes since 1986. You can become a member at any way, talents, financial, and even writing exposés that could be available as far as writing up information and blurbs and things on what's going on and what's needed throughout the organization. That phone number is 936-857-5817. That number again, 936-857-5817. And you may have heard there's going to be a National Alumni Association July 25th through the 27th in Spring, Texas. You heard Lady President, Miss Kimberly Runnels, make that presentation and that invitation. That number again for information on that would be the same, 936-857-5817. May 6th will be the Panther Backers golf tournament, and that will be May 6th in the Cypress area. You can get in contact with Brother Dino. Dino Robinson's phone number is 713-417-2090. That number again is 713-417-2090. The microphones they're using right now is a little bit distorted with Coach Smith, but he's still getting it out, introducing the team right now. Want to remind you today's broadcast has been made possible by attorney Lee Van Richardson in Hempstead, Texas, located at 1047 Austin Street of Hempstead to be exact. His phone number is 979-826-8008. That number again, 979-826-8008. Pretty decent turnout here for the Panthers celebration. They've got Mr. Perry and Dr. Myers in. The president, Ruth Simmons, is here. And we will find out if we can possibly get a chance to get hold with some of these guys here and go from there. We are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. The Panthers taking care of business. They're waiting now to see who will be over there. And as a matter of fact, they just introduced us. The Panthers are ready to take care of business. We'll take care of a little business. We are going to pause momentarily for a quick break, and we will be right back with more of our live coverage from Prairie View A&M University.
Come on, hustle, 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 hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
You need to get some confidence.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
Ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, you need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people.
Broadcasters come into our lives on radio and TV, bringing us information and entertainment. Broadcasters are there for us, but who is there for them when they fall on hard times? The Broadcasters Foundation of America provides financial assistance to broadcasters in acute need due to a critical illness, accident, or other serious misfortune. If you know of a broadcaster on the air or behind the scenes who may need our help, please share our message. Visit broadcastersfoundation.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. I am going to let this man introduce himself. I'm not even worthy to call his name. I'll let everybody know who we're listening to right now.
Well, Mr. Prince, my name is Wendell Moore. I'm an assistant coach here, and it's my second year.
Brother Moore, how you doing, my man?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Man, I dare not complain. Congratulations, man. A job well done.
Thank you.
And here's what I'm PV proud of and SWAC proud.
Okay.
Did it the right way.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Yes, well, I mean, I'm sure what you mean by the right way is the fact that, we started from, like they say, started from the bottom, now we're here, and, we put a lot of work into what we're doing. It's a good, of course, winning is a byproduct. But
there you go, get your mic right.
What comes from winning is just, being consistent. That's the thing that we try to emphasize as a staff is consistency, making sure every day that we incorporate what we want from our guys, and that's, solid defense, teamwork on the offensive end, and just a good sound mind of, overall, just having a great spirit about the game and respecting the game, and respecting each other and respecting the staff. It's just all together one thing.
Well, I spoke with Devontae Patterson just a little while ago, a couple of segments ago.
Right.
And here's what a lot of people miss. When you play collegiate and above, everybody was the man when they arrived.
Right.
Somebody has to accept the role of being the role player.
Right.
And Devontae has embraced that thing and mastered that thing. And that's part of his signature now. But he does it with pride.
He does.
And he's the dog of the bunch.
He is. He's the big dog. He's the big dog. We got a bunch of dogs, but he is by far the big dog.
Now, you call him big. That's my old nickname, Big Dog.
Is that right?
Now, he's taking care of business then.
He is, and everyone falls suit to what he's trying to accomplish in practice and in games. And I think it's a wonderful thing because you're right. He is all about the right stuff. He comes to work. He punches his clock. He puts his hard hat on. And he holds everyone accountable.
Yes, sir. We're talking right now with Coach Moore. Coach, you were part of the new transition that came through to help get the program over the hump, if you would.
Yes.
What was it that enticed you to say, you know what, I'm going to come and jump on this opportunity? And what exactly were the expertise that you brought to the table?
Well, starting from the beginning, Byron and I have known each other for some time, just on the road recruiting.
Right.
I've known him back when he was coaching the Houston Swoosh in AAU.
Yes, sir.
And he had DeAndre Jordan and a few other players that were very prominent at the time. And so, we just kind of, stayed in cahoots with one another. We see each other on the road. We speak and everything else. And so, from that point, and that's how the business works, where, you see someone, the dialogue is healthy, the energy is great, and and then after, when he had two positions open, I was at Butler Community College at the time, and I just wanted to try to give a Division I another opportunity, give another shot, trying to get back on at this level, and so I called him up and I said, hey, I'm interested. And from that point, I think it kind of, he may not admit to that, but he was like, really, and so.
Thought you were blowing a little smoke in his direction.
He may have thought I was blowing some smoke there. But I was sincere about the inquiry, and so from that point, we just kind of, he's like, well, let's just take it slow, which I firmly agree with. And then, eventually he offered me the position, and I was ecstatic. There's people that, there's alumni up here. Former coaches, Byron Rim is one, Talvin Hester's another one that I, find, as great confidants for this program, and they all had nothing but great things to say about this institution. And it's crazy because here it is, Prairie View sits outside of Houston, obviously. It's off 290, and no one really knows about it if you're not a part of it.
Right.
Directly from a student perspective or educator perspective or then you don't know what it has to offer. And I was on the outskirts looking in, and so when I finally got the opportunity to come here and meet and visit with Byron and Landon Bussey, I saw what the whole thing had to offer, and I was blown away.
Yes, sir. That's a blessing and a curse. And I do a daily talk show, so they may have warned you about coming over here to talk to me. But I've been diligent
Yes.
about saying that we need to be more marketers of our own product. Stop worried about what anybody else and everybody else is doing, and let's get out there and tell our own stories. That's why we do what we do right here, to make sure that, throughout the year, we've been talking with Coach all season, ever since he got the job, and making sure that we get the message out. We got a platform, we got a network we're on every day. We broadcast the entire tournament, not just Prairie View games, but the entire tournament. All that. I'm still worn. I know y'all worn out too, but I've been broadcasting every game since it started in the tournament. And so, but the driving force is there are a lot of good things happening here that not enough people know about.
Exactly.
You got what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when you get the Wendell Moores that get to say, man, this here is real.
Yes.
You got what I'm saying? And when you find out it's not no further coming from Houston to Prairie View than it is going from Prairie View to Houston.
Correct.
It's not that far of a commute, but I think and sooner or later, you keep tapping at the door, eventually they're going to let you in. And it's going to keep on going. But enough about that, man. Let's talk more about these X's and O's right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Who would be your unsung hero on this squad this year, and why?
Well, collectively, I would say that's a tough assessment because they're all. And I can compare it to last year's group. I can compare it to when I played. I can compare it to teams I've coached.
Isn't that the beauty about sports, though?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And to me, winning is only and merely a byproduct.
Yes.
Of what you put into. And this particular group, I want to say, of course, is special, obviously, because they've accomplished something that hasn't been done here ever. But what they all have is a common goal. And they all have a purpose. That's all in the same contingents. What I mean by that is when they come in that gym, when they come into the baby dome, they got their practice gear on, and they're ready. And Coach Smith is ready. He's breathing fire. He's on there, and they understand he's coming. He means business. And they all are like, well, let's go. What else you got, Coach? And we all as a staff sat together back in September and October and said to ourselves, these guys, either they're crazy.
You got to have a blend, Coach.
You got to. Or they're special. And what I mean by that is they are looking for the next best thing, meaning that no matter what we throw at them, no matter how hard we push them, no matter what we say to them, they're like, what else you got? Okay, we'll take that. What else you got?
Yes, sir.
And you can't push a great player too far.
That's right.
And that's, to me, the makings of this team, to where everyone is all on the same accord, no matter what we do or how much we push them or what we say to them. They always are coming back, and they always are willing to accept what we tell them and how we coach them, and they want more.
Well, that's part of building a program because it's easy to put together a team.
Yes.
You can go get some talented people that are selfish and they're motivated and geared only for their stats and their propaganda. But when you get a guy that you can, and when I say this, I'm not saying in a derogatory way, because anybody that's ever dealt with competing on a level of excellence, there are going to be some uneasy words exchanged.
No question.
And it's not personal. It's in the heat of the moment.
Yes.
And you don't have a guy who's so sensitive that you can't coach them.
Yes.
And I know people that might be listening right now, they'll be like, what do you mean? You ain't got to curse nobody out to get your point. It's not about the cursing. It's just in the moment when you're trying to motivate a guy, someone sometimes says, come on, Wendell, you can do it.
Yes.
That's not going to get it.
Right. You got to do more.
Look here, you blah, 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 blah. Now, get out there and show me what you can do.
Well, with this team, I think the makeup of this team is, out of the 13 guys we have on the roster, I will say 10 of them all feel like they're alpha males.
Yes.
Meaning that they've had tremendous success in high school and junior college. They may be the best player or the leading scorer or the best defender, and they come to Prairie View, and they feel that way, and then they look around and say, wait, he's just like me.
Yes.
He's just like me.
Yes.
And what I mean by all this is that we're at one point now, we were 1-10. Okay? Our assist ratio. Now, we played the Georgia Techs. We played the UNC's, Longwoods. We played all these teams, and we were able to compete with these teams for 30 to 35 minutes. But we couldn't get the job done. And what I mean by that is we didn't share the ball. everyone was used to scoring the ball and being the man at that particular time in the second half to where they all demanded the ball and no one was willing to share it with them. So I said that to say that as a team, they went from 1-10 to saying, hey, that's not going to work. We got to figure out a way to be not just efficient on the defensive end, but also just as efficient on the offensive end. And they started to share the ball. And from there is the growth. And then they see the success, and from success comes confidence and trust and all the other things. And that comes from winning.
Yes, sir. And winning becomes contagious.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, and
exactly.
you know, maybe coach and them know what they're talking about.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you from a personal perspective, because we cover the local high schools around here, and been doing it since 2002.
Yes.
Antonio Lister.
Yes. Antoine.
I'm sorry. Antoine Lister was a stud.
No question.
Still a stud, but was a superstar stud in high school.
So you saw his highlight.
I saw this man. I witnessed it myself. Him jumping out of the gym over everybody.
Now, you know, one of our other teammates, and I'm not going to say his name because I want to spare him the humility and embarrassment, but he jumped over his head to dunk the ball.
Yeah, that was a norm, a walk in the park for Lister.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And when I see this guy is willing to take the role of role player,
right?
I said, he has bought in.
Yes.
And you guys are a heck of a car salesman. Because I'm telling this guy, this kid, because I'm 52, he's a kid to me.
Yeah.
This kid could have taken that alpha mentality and said, you know what, man, I'm going somewhere else, and I ain't got to come down here to Prairie View to be on no bench. But because he bought in, and because you all shaped the big picture, he's part of a championship program that will follow him for the rest of his days.
And I'm going to use his mentality and his persona as a barometer because he was one of the first to say, hey, guys, this is not junior college. This is not high school, guys. This is Division I basketball. It's another level because the next level is what? Professional.
The professional
space. That means you're doing this for a living.
Yes, sir.
So you all have to accept your role and grow from that role and build from that role.
Man, that's hype right there.
Yes,
that's hype right there. See, that's why I do what I do, because a lot of the casual people and the casual fans, they just look at the box scores or might look at some highlights, but not understanding the beneath the surface grind that it takes to become a champion. The daily struggle. These guys are taking 15, 18 hours, some of them. They're putting in the time. They can only have a limited time. They're on the road and doing all these things, but not only are they graduating, and we know that's part of it. That's part of the legacy of what makes Prairie View great.
Yes.
But these guys have done it without a guy who's just signed up to play basketball.
Right.
Because there are other institutions I won't call out that we just happen to beat. I had to throw that one in. I'm sorry. I'm
not opposed to that. I'm not at all opposed. And you know what? I said this. My wife called me yesterday after we won the championship. She was someplace else. She wasn't where we were, unfortunately, but she was in another city. She happened to be in a car with another mom. My daughter plays volleyball, so they all were traveling for a volleyball tournament. The other mom that's in the car with her was a TSU alum.
Okay.
And she had me on speaker.
You know you can't be cursing on the radio.
No, I'm not going to.
I'm just talking about when you said TSU. I'm just. This is family programming, man.
So what I told her was, I said, well, you know what's going to happen. Whoever it is that's in that car with you, tell them we're going to drop that bet on their head next year.
What you say?
We're going to drop it on their head, and if they don't like it, get off the phone. And I said, you know, man, I'm going to get off the phone and leave them to think about what I just said.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? You got to do what you got to do, and sometimes you got to say it and say what you mean and mean what you say.
Absolutely.
You know, well, Coach, man, we thoroughly enjoy having you. What I need you to do, if you don't mind, is get Brother Lister over here for us.
Yes, sir.
We'll get him mic'd up, and
Yes,
then
sir.
from Coach, from Lister, we'll get Blackston. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we'll go in that order. We'll get Lister, Blackston, and from Blackston, we got Devontae. Who am I missing?
Dennis Jones?
Yeah, there you go, Dennis Jones.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
as a matter of fact, we'll go Lister, Jones, then Blackston. How about that?
That sounds good.
All right.
And
go ahead.
Now, we pressed for time? Or
No, man. Take your time. This is your show.
It's my show.
Yeah,
now.
it's your show. It's your show.
Well, this is my once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so I'm going to take full advantage of it.
You go right ahead, man. And if you're nice, you get a chance to come back.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to be extra
That's why
nice.
it's called open mic, baby.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Go ahead, Coach.
PV Nation, I want to say this. Last year was my first year here. I'm just saying, I'm not alluding to anything. I just want the PV Nation to hear what I'm saying. And this was what resonates with me the most. We're in Hawaii. Okay, we have one game to play. We flew 6 hours from LA to Hawaii for this one game, and then 6 hours back.
Right.
When we get to Hawaii, I'm walking around a nice beach. It's 75 degrees in December. It's really, really nice. I'm enjoying all the sights. And I'm hearing someone say, "What you know about that PD?" And I stopped and looked around. I said, "Wait a second. You mean there's alumni in Hawaii?"
Hey, baby, we everywhere.
That's what hit me. And
Yes,
I
sir.
realized that this is a special, special place.
Yes, sir.
And we got to wake up.
Yes, sir.
And we got to support and continue to support. Not
Yes,
to
sir.
say we're not support, but continue.
Well, we can look as an alumni, class of '93. I'd say we need to increase our support. How about that? Okay, because Prairie View still producing productive people. They are getting the bid show started right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Coach Moore, man, hey, anytime, my man.
Mr. Prince, my pleasure.
No, Mike, man.
Oh, Mike Prince. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't cuss at me. I told you it's a family program.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Coach Moore, we're going to take a break and we'll come back. We'll probably have a selection at the time. We definitely appreciate having Coach Moore in with us. We're going to take us a quick break and we'll be right back with more of our live coverage from the Prairie View A&M University campus and everything that's going on. They are about to do the revealing. We'll be right back with more.
With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming, as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. It comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up close and personal interviews, game coverage, student athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the campus of Prairie View A&M University, Selection Sunday, and we are moments away from finding out who the Panthers will be packed up and ready to go take on. But meanwhile, I got a young man that's been taking on the likes of any and everyone that comes his way. I've been watching him for a long time, Mr. Antoine Lister. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me.
Okay, well, congratulations, young man. And I personally have watched you play from Brenham High School, all district accolades. You went ahead, took care of business at playing with the Buccaneers under Coach Schumacher and everything. And Schumacher, a lot of people don't know, he's a tough taskmaster to be up under. And then here you are as a champion with the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Explain to us, man, what and how did you land here at Prairie View?
A lot of people don't know that me and Coach Smith, we had a kind of relationship coming straight out of high school, but some things didn't work out. Some things didn't work out, and I ended up going to Blinn. So then following my second year at Blinn, Coach Jared Lawrence, he was at Jacksonville my freshman year, and I guess he put it in their head to kind of get on the recruiting trail, and they happened to be at one of my games, one of my best games in junior college against Trinity Valley, where I hit 6 3-pointers in the first 5 minutes of the game, and after that, the relationship was just building. Yes,
everything else just took off. Now, I've talked about it, and everyone who's ever played at a D1 level had to experience. My pop told me a long time ago, he said, son, you're good, but there's someone out there who's just as better, or if not better than you. What was it like for you mentally to adjust the role? Hey, here you come. Everything you touch turned to gold from since you were a little kid and now having to be a role player. How tough was that for you, and then how did you finally get through it?
Since I've been in high school, I always bought into the fact of if you work hard, you will get through it, any of your problems. It might not pay off immediately, but it eventually will. So that's always been my mindset and my mentality through my basketball career. And coming to Prairie View, the adjustment was, I had the accolades coming from Blinn. I expected to play, and then things at the beginning of the season, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I never pouted, I just kept my head on straight, and I kept on showing up early, staying late, and working hard, and then eventually it worked out for me where I can contribute to the team in own way, and I just bought into a role. And once you buy into a role, it makes the job a whole lot more easy.
Absolutely. So you got a chance. You've had the luxuries of staying close to home. How has that been a plus for you?
Well, it's been a plus because I recently just had a son, and that was really a lot in my decision factor. And this couldn't have been any better. I'm 30 minutes down the road, and I get to stay by little Antoine. So it's just great. It was just great, and I'm forever grateful to Coach Smith and his coaching staff.
Well, man, congratulations on the new son, man.
Yes, sir.
That will change your life for the rest of your life, and that's a good thing to have that change. So with that being said, you have a different mentality, a different responsibility, and so that kind of even buys in more, even explains more how you're able to accept that, hey, I'm doing this, I'm still able to do this, and because I'm able to do this, let me enjoy this ride as long as I can while I can.
Yes, sir, most definitely. And it feels so much better to me to accomplish these championships and all this, so I can have something to show him that there's something that's tangible, and for when he grows up and be in my age to show that Dad had actually accomplished something. He was a champion, and I can show him this, and that's why this is just. He was with me when we clinched the SWAC championship in the gym. I took pictures with him, and when he grows up, he's gonna know that Dad was a champion.
Well, man, look, Dad is a champion, and the fact that Dad is in son's life, that makes him even greater champion in life. And man, we want to let you know that we're PV proud and thankful for the opportunity of you to come and sit and chat with us. Any closing thoughts and comments you'd like to share with us right now, Brother Lister?
I just want to let everybody know that PV, we're gonna play hard every day. That's what we do. brand ourselves off playing hard and just being tough. Like energy, effort, enthusiasm, and toughness. That's what our 4 pillars which we live off of, and hopefully. Whatever happens with the selection. We're going to find out here pretty soon. But
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to find out, and we're going to be packed and ready to go whichever way it goes. Look here, Brother Lister, man, we appreciate you very much. If you don't mind, send Dennis Jones this way, and then after that, we'll get Gary Blackston.
Okay.
But Mr. Antoine Lister, I was calling him Antonio, but Antoine Lister from Brenham, but now a Panther, and we're mighty proud to have them. Panthers doing it the right way, and we're going to see if brother can let you get out of there so you can get in. We are live right now. We are waiting the selection process for the Panthers to see who exactly they're going to be faced off against. We've heard from Coach Wendell Moore. We've heard from Coach Landon Bussey. We will be hearing from Coach Byron Smith a little bit later on as the time comes. We're right now getting ready to hear from Brother DJ Dennis Jones. We're going to get him mic'd up and ready to go. We are live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University Selection Sunday. Today's broadcast is being made possible by attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. His phone number is 979-826-8008. Prairie View Athletic Club, located off of University Drive. You can get in contact with them at 936-857-5817. 936-857-5817. We got this young man mic'd up here. Brother DJ, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
All right, man. Look, congratulations on the job well done here. Give us what's been going on through your mind these last 24 hours, man.
Man, all thanks to God, man. All thanks to God. It's unbelievable, man. I wouldn't ever think I'd be in this position, but I mean, God put us here, and I mean, we just here to take advantage.
Why would you think you wouldn't be put in this position?
My journey to get here. It was pretty tough. I went through a lot of things growing up. Tough childhood, tough environment. I overcame a lot, so it's really a big accomplishment.
Yes, sir. We call that grace and mercy, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And with that grace and mercy, you're able to stand and tell the story. As you are able, they just made the announcement, Gardner West will be taking on somebody, but we're waiting to see who the Panthers are going to be taking on. Well, DJ, look, man, everybody has played a role at this journey,
yes.
and everybody has done a balanced role right here, man. When did you realize that this was a special team?
At the beginning of the season, I knew we would always be tough. So I mean, I didn't know when we come together. Because honestly, I had a lot, like me and the coaches, we wasn't on the same note. So I wasn't really playing at the beginning of the season. I started the first game, then I didn't start again till Houston Tillotson. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I overcame a lot through the beginning of the season. So I know where to come.
You gained some mental toughness.
Yes.
Now, was that was probably harder than getting out there trying to go at somebody?
Oh yeah, that was most definitely one of the hardest things I had to deal with. What I went through at the beginning of the season, but for me to overcome it, it's a great feeling.
Yes, sir. Now, what it teaches you that you really do love this game.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Okay, because you don't have to tell me. I already know. Been there, done that. You thought about hanging them up.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Maybe this ain't for me.
Yes, sir.
But something on the inside push you and help you to get over that hump. And we're mighty glad that you got over that hump, man. Now, from the gathering of the game on yesterday, there was a lot of exchanging of pleasantries on the floor yesterday. Can you give us some G-rated versions of what was going and being said out there on the floor?
As far as like on during the game or after?
Yeah, during the game. During the game,
TSU, they everybody play Prairie View like we're not that. So they a lot of people try to intimidate us, and we just stand our ground. So I mean, TSU, we know they're a very talented team. They're probably the most talented team in the conference. So I mean, we just knew we had to come out and play hard at the end of the day. So I mean, they gonna talk noise, but we gonna do it. As y'all seen, we did it too, and we came out with the victory.
Now explain to me, DJ, from your thought pattern. You lose the last time you played them after giving up a 22-point lead, and then you're down 12 in this first half. What's going on through your mind?
honestly, I feel like during the season, God made us lose the TSU just to focus us on the remaining of the season. Because believe it or not, I feel like if we would have went 18-0, we probably would have had a slip up in the first round because we would have we would have underestimated somebody. So I feel like God made us lose that game to focus us up, and I feel like that would help us. That helped us throughout the rest of our games. We finished off a lot of close games in conference. So just to finish off 20-1 against SWAC schools, that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna tell you, to me, the most impressive win was probably two of your ugliest wins against Pine Bluff at Pine Bluff and against Mississippi Valley.
Most definitely.
Those were some ugly wins, but it showed me that you can do whatever it's going to take to win that particular game. So, look, I know your eyes are fixed and glued to what's going on. DJ, I want to give you some closing moments. Any shout-outs you want to give right now, man?
Yes, most definitely. I want to give shout-out to most definitely, I want to thank God first. I want to thank God for everything. My family, my girlfriend, Jasmine Ortiz, she's here. I want to give thanks to my fans, my teammates, my coaches, everybody that supported me throughout this journey. And we ain't done yet. We trying to take it all.
Trying to take it all, and I take it all you shall, my man. Great job, brother Dennis Jones, as the Panthers are waiting their opportunity to see who they're going to take on next. As the Panthers are waiting the time, we're going to take us a quick time out, and we'll come back with more of our live coverage from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. The Panthers on the seat, or on the clock, if you would, waiting to see who will be their next opponent. We'll be right back with more of our live coverage from Prairie View A&M University. The campus of Prairie View A&M University. We have now been joined by Mr. Gary Blackston. How you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, thank you for making yourself available, man. A magic carpet ride for this 2018-19 season, man. Give us how things were from your windshield.
Man, it was definitely a long journey. Long and tiring, but
a long and tiring journey.
Long and tiring, but it was every minute of it was worth it.
Every minute of it was worth it. Okay, look, you were Mr. Consistent throughout the course of the season. What I've been loving about this team is that even though the media had to pick someone, and you were that someone to be picked as the quote unquote guy.
Yeah.
But this team was very, very balanced, man. Do you agree with that?
I definitely agree with that. Any given night, it could have been anyone with 20-plus points. If you notice, we'll have nights where it'll be 6 guys in double figures, you know what I'm saying? It just, like you said, it's got to be that guy. But anybody. You know what I'm saying? We was very deep.
Yes, sir. Very deep, very balanced, and it made it all worthwhile. Before we go into any further, what was it that made you decide you wanted to be a Panther?
Well, that decision came when I was in junior college at Angelina Community College in Lufkin, Texas.
In Lufkin, old road runner.
Yeah, road runner. I was a road runner.
Okay.
I spent my freshman and sophomore year there.
Okay.
But basically, I mean, I had a lot of teams recruit me out of junior college, mid-major, low major, but I chose Prairie View because I felt like I could win the conference over my next 2 years, which was my junior year and this year right here.
Okay. And with that being said, you were able to accomplish that goal. You were the regular season, now the SWAC Tournament Championship. That is a feat that has not been accomplished in quite some time. The last team to make it to the dance, in fact, was 1998. You know, were you even born in 98, man?
Yeah, I was born. I was 2 years old.
You was
I was 2 years old.
You were, as they say, a little snot.
2 years old.
Okay, well, look, you win the game. You win over your rival. You win. Yeah, it's a huge win. How do you put that in perspective? Okay, we went back and forth. I asked not Lister, but DJ earlier. Okay. You give up a 22-point lead, and you lose that first game.
To blow to 18-0.
To go, and then you're down 12 in the championship. Does the 22 come to mind at that point, or what are you actually thinking at that time when you're down by 12?
In that championship game?
Yes, sir.
Well, I wouldn't say we was thinking about that because you got to remember when we played Texas Southern at their spot, we was up 20 in the second half.
I know.
7 minutes left.
Know.
So, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much led that whole game. And, you know what I'm saying, Dennis fouled out, I got hurt, you know what I'm saying? Devontae got hurt. It was some things that happened to ruin the 18-0 perfect regular season. But in the championship, I'm happy we didn't splinter, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it was 20-7, like, we could have, like, you know what I'm saying? It could have got bad.
Right.
In Texas Southern, you know they like to put up points. It could have got bad, but I'm happy we stayed together, you know what I'm saying? We didn't argue, we didn't fight, we just wanted to win. Right.
Now, did you say anything to yourself or any of your teammates and say, hey, guys, let's not let this thing get out of control?
Most definitely. We said that to each other. Our coaches said it to us. I mean, we all just said we got to, like, take a deep breath, relax. Like, you know, we ain't want to lose, man. We really ain't want to lose that.
Well, the stage is being set here. We're going to be finding out momentarily. Do you have a preference of where you'd like to go and play, or you just want to go play?
I want to go to the NBA.
No, I'm talking about the tournament, man.
Oh no! I gotta shoot big, but I really don't care who we play. I really don't care who we play. I just want to win.
Okay, you just want to win. Well, look, man, we appreciate you making yourself available. Is there anything you want to give a shout out to PV Nation, or anyone you want to give some shout outs to?
I say shout out to PV Nation. Shout out to Baltimore. You know, that's where I'm from. Shout out to my family.
Are you a Ravens fan, man?
Ravens fan.
I'm a Steelers fan, man. Ravens so I'm going to have to end this interview. I'm going to have to end
Lamar Jackson.
Hey, I'm going to have to end this interview. No, man, we really, really enjoy watching you work your magic on the floor. Still got some more basketball left. Prairie View is still producing productive people. The most important thing is that not only that you win games, make sure that you get that sheepskin with your name on it. Make sure they spell your name right, then go give it to your mama.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, Brother Blackson, we appreciate you very much, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we're more than welcome, sir. More than welcome. Panthers getting closer to finding out who they're going to be faced off here in the dance. Panthers victorious over Texas Southern 92-86. The Panthers, winners of the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament and the regular season. And with that being said, they are, quote unquote, the big dogs. We are going to try to get some more lined up here and set up. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of our live coverage from the campus of Prairie View A&M University Selection Sunday.
Hello, my name is S.L. Andrea Bell Miller, and I am a resident of Prairie View, Texas. I was born and raised here. and I am a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, as well as the Prairie View Athletic Club. I'm a very active member and support our community in all areas. I am currently the first vice president for our Chamber of Commerce, as well as I am the president for the Retired Teachers Association and School Personnel here in Prairie View, Texas. I just want you to know that we support the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we just say thank you, Mr. Mike Prince. Great job. Keep it going. Way to go, PV. Or, as we used to say, PV. You know. Bye.
Hello, PV Nation. It's Kimberly Runnels, your National Alumni Association president, just wanting to invite everyone, alumni and friends, to our 45th annual National Alumni Convention held at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas. The date, July 25th through the 27th, 2019. Don't miss it. Fellowship with other alumni. We have a networking seminar occurring, and of course the Athletic Summit returns as well. Soon, registration information will be available. So don't miss 3 fabulous days at the Houston City Place Marriott in Spring, Texas.
This broadcast has been made possible by the support of the Prairie View Athletic Club. The Prairie View Athletic Club is a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. For more information on becoming a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, send your email to pvathletic.club@gmail.com. That email address again is pvathletic.club@gmail.com. Prairie View Athletic Club, a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas.
Hi, this is Mike Prince, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank you so much for being a part of today's programming, as we've been providing sports coverage for our local and regional high school and collegiate student athletes. We could not get this done without your continued support. We are asking if you would simply visit our website at obnradio.com, become a listening partner to help us continue providing programming. We ask if you could join forces with us by making a commitment of 17 cents a day. That comes out to $5 a month, $60 a year. We will be able to continually to go out and provide you the up close and personal interviews, game coverage, student athlete highlights, and much, much more. Please visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button and become a listening partner today. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you live from the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Selection Sunday. Panthers awaiting. Just got the call, and that's how live radio works. Prairie View is on live right now, and we are going to get a chance to hear who the Panthers will be taking on here right now. We couldn't have timed that any perfect. The Panthers are being displayed on the television, and the Panthers are now about to await their selection, and we'll talk about that as we'll find out the Panthers and who they're going to be playing against as they're waiting right now. The Panthers got here winning the regular season conference, going 17-1, and were able to take on Alcorn, defeated Grambling, and defeated Texas Southern for the championship for the 2018-19 campaign. The Panthers right now with a 20-plus win season led by Coach Byron Smith. We'll be talking to Coach Byron Smith here momentarily as they're going through right now, showing some highlights of the Panthers as they were getting ready for their notification of who, what, when, where, and how they'll be going. We know they'll be flying, whatever the case may be, but it's an exciting time right now. Everyone jumped up on their feet once the camera lights flashed on them, and now they are ready to go. We are live on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Mike Prince and the Open Mic Broadcast Network giving you live coverage of the Panthers as they await now to see who their opponent will be in the Sweet. I almost said Sweet 16. Maybe that was a fruition there coming. But in the 64, the tournament of 64. Coach Byron Smith in his third year, the year 3.5, actually, we heard from Coach Wendell Moore. We heard from Coach Landon Bussey. We will be hearing from Coach Byron Smith on the successful run that the Panthers are experiencing right now and exactly when the turning point was for Coach Smith. You're able to hear Coach Smith and Coach Pugh weekly on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are truly, truly excited and thankful for that opportunity to continue to serve our community abroad with our daily talk show coverage. Don't forget, you can listen to yours truly, Mike Prince, on the Mike Prince Show Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can pull that thing down and go right ahead and go. In case you didn't know, we're on the TuneIn app. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on iHeartRadio at OBN Sports. We're on the website at obnradio.com. And, of course, in the local community, 87.9 FM. It's got real quiet right now as they are waiting to see what the Panthers' next scheduled event will be, and we can't wait to pass that information right along with you. We have heard from a host of Panthers thus far. We've heard from Dennis Jones. We've also heard from Antonio Lister. We've also heard from Gary Blackston. And with Blackston, they're making the announcement right now for Prairie View A&M University, the West region. So Gonzaga is the number 1 seed in the West. And it looks like they're going to be making that announcement. Maybe Prairie View will be playing Gonzaga. We'll find out. Okay, Gonzaga started off as a Cinderella story. They have worked themselves up. So, Salt Lake City. Well, they will meet the winner of Prairie View. Prairie View is going to have a play-in game. So, you hear the eruption of PV Nation in the house. So the Panthers, they had the uproar going in. I was not able to hear everything, but we'll get all that cleared up here in just a moment. So as we stated, we heard from Coach Moore, we heard from Coach Bussey, and we're going to also be hearing from Coach Smith real quickly here on this magical carpet ride for the Panthers. The Panthers are going to be playing a play-in game. They'll play Gonzaga, if I'm correct, right? Oh, not yet. They were just announcing, showing them on the television. Okay, I didn't want to give out any false information right now. And they are waiting to hear. It looks like the Panthers are going to be in the Western bracket. Okay. We will find out. Maybe they won't have to play a play-in game. with the Panthers winning the regular season and taking care of business with the SWAC tournament. So we want to remind you that, yes, we are acknowledging the Panthers and Byron Smith, but Coach Sandy Pugh and the Panthers, okay, so it is Gonzaga. Prairie View will be playing Gonzaga. So now we need to go get Coach Byron Smith, and we'll hear from him, and we're going to see what he has to say about everything, and we'll get ready to hear from him real soon. We're looking for Coach Byron Smith right now, as the Panthers will be in the West region, and they will be number 16 taking on number 1 Gonzaga. Well, that's a big change. They thought they were going to be in Daytona or either North Carolina, but they ended up going out west, which is all fine. That game will be on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I think they said. Right now it is actually being broadcast by way of CBS Sports, as Coach Smith is coming in. We're going to be able to get him mic'd up here in just a moment. And all right, you can hear me. You give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, Coach. And we can. All right. Well, Coach, welcome, man, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, now they gave you a tall order, but that's what big boys do, take tall orders, right? Gonzaga.
Absolutely. Fairleigh Dickinson and then Gonzaga, exactly.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I'm getting I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing.
I know.
Yeah, you know, do you know anything about your playing opponent right now?
Not a lot. We're gathering information as we speak. One of our assistants is pretty familiar with one of their assistants, and I think he's got a little bit more background knowledge of Fairleigh Dickinson, but I'm going to get up to speed pretty quick.
Now, that game will be Tuesday, and that winner would play Gonzaga on Thursday. I'm not trying to get arrogant or ahead of myself, Coach, and I'm not trying to put no more pressure on you, but, you know, why not ride with the hot man, right?
Hey, absolutely. It's March Madness. They call it March Madness for a reason. And hopefully we can take advantage of a little bit of madness.
Yes, sir. Well, it's been madness, man, but it's been consistent madness from your conception of being named the coach from the interim basis and then that of the head coaching basis. You've done this in an expeditious amount of time, and there's nothing but higher heights and deeper depths for you to go. And I know that they're talking right now, but with that going on right now, Coach, as you're getting the roar from PV Nation right now, you and I have spoken off the air many times, and you say, you know what, Mike, I just want to bring a championship here.
Uh-huh.
And it has happened.
Uh-huh.
You know how you and I do it, brother. Just talk from your heart right now.
Well, I mean, I'm not into projections and predictions, but I do believe in my process, or our process, and it's worked in many places, and I felt that it would work here. And the goal was to try to bring a championship here sooner than later. Worked really hard at it, and blood, sweat, and tears, and just a lot of grind days, and it happened. It came to pass, and like you say, I appreciate the fact that you said we did it the right way, which we did, and we're going to continue to do things the right way with hard work and enthusiasm. Energy, effort, and toughness. We're going to continue to do that.
Yes, sir. Well, it's there you go. You're hearing a PV chant. We're talking with Coach Byron Smith right now. Fairleigh Dickinson will be the first opponent in Daytona. Okay,
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. I said Daytona. I'm thinking of what's the little Bobby? What's the Bobby?
Oh yeah,
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. That's it. Ricky Bobby. That's it.
It'll be Dayton, Ohio. Now, Coach, you've had an up and down season, even with all the wins that you had. You've overcome a rough first start in that non-conference play. And not you saying this, I'm saying this, I think we need to reevaluate that. it's only so much money you can get, and then the psychological advantage and disadvantage of going through such a arduous journey like that. But then you get things back on course during the regular season and go in. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, the pressure was on Coach Smith because Coach Smith hadn't coached in a championship game before. And I was like, well, last I checked, Jones hadn't coached in a championship game neither. But you had it. Everybody talked about the size, and everybody talked about this, that, and the other. But when you know those 13, 14 men that you have suiting up with that Panther on the front of their chest, what was the one thing you knew about your team that no one else gave you all a chance on?
I just knew that they were unbelievable competitors and the hardest working group that I've ever been affiliated with, associated with, and I knew they were hungry. Some young men that overcome some obstacles, and some of them getting a second chance, a new lease on life. So I knew that the effort they gave every day, and we told them to pay attention to no outside noise, focus on what's in the room, focus on this group. Because really, Mike, to be perfectly honest with you, there were no expectations.
Right.
This has been a dormant program for a lot of years, and the word pressure, when that starts coming up, I'm wondering, how they're evaluating off of what. This is the second time in gazillion years that Prairie View's done anything in basketball. So
58.
I don't understand.
Well, if you count 98.
Right, exactly. Yeah, before that, so it's been a many moons that this program's done anything. But we're proud to be the first team to get this program back on the map, if you will, and we want to keep it there. And we enjoy it. People like yourself who continue to support us and loyal from day one. We really are excited about the things that can come here on the Hill in the near future.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what, Coach, I don't profess to be a know-it-all and this, that, and the other, but I know good character. Mm-hmm. I know good people. Mm-hmm. I know genuine people. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And you are a genuine brother, man, and I appreciate you and I love you for
Likewise.
that.
Appreciate it, Mike. Likewise.
Oh, yeah, they're getting PV hyped and PV motivated.
They're fired up.
They're fired up. And look, I'm going to give you a Tony Montana moment. You're on top of the world right now.
Yeah, it feels good.
At least the PV world is in your hands, right?
Thank you. I accept it graciously.
Well, look, Coach, I know there's a lot of basketball to be played. We have not yet arrived. But the realistic goal is you got a great chance of winning this play-in game and to go on and create some more damage. What's the message that you're giving your guys right now?
Just next game is the most important game against Fairleigh Dickinson to go out and try to do what we do. We don't pay too much attention to what they do. I mean, obviously we have to follow. We have to have a scouting report, have an idea about what they do, but it's more about us. Mm-hmm. And if we can go in and do the things that we do well, and that's take care of the basketball, defend the basketball, and finish defensive possession with rebounds, and share the ball on offense like we've done, I think our chances are really, really good to be successful. And then obviously, after that, if we get to that point, we'll have to reevaluate a few things, and because of personnel, it gets tougher as you go further.
Yes, sir.
But you know what? We're just really enjoying the time and the moment. Really proud to be affiliated and associated with this great institution, and just glad we could bring some smiles to some faces that have been some frowns and some perplexed looks for a lot of years.
Yes,
so
sir.
We feel real good about that, Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, when you talk about, we was talking with Coach Wendell Moore, and he said he was just blown away on how things were set up out here at Prairie View. And I beat my little drum, and I won't do that now. I'm not going to kill that moment right now. But what I want you to understand and know is this, man, is that as long as Mike Prince has breath in his body, I'm going to be a Brian Smith fan and supporter.
I appreciate that.
And I mean that from the souls and the pits of my heart, man. I get a chance to text with you because of what I do behind the scenes in the radio. I'm not always on the road up in the face and everything, but you know that we support you 1,000% over here, man.
Absolutely, Mike. That means a lot. Really means a lot to our program. Me personally, as a man, first and foremost, you're a brother. You've been great, and we hope that we reciprocate it, and hope that we will continue to reciprocate and help you in any way that we can, because you've definitely been a day one guy, and you've stayed the course with us, and it means a lot to our program.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, look, I know you guys are getting ready. Everybody's dispersing right now. We thank you for making yourselves available for today. Any closing thoughts and comments before we get ready to shut down, Coach?
Hey, man, it's just a good time right now to be here on the Hill. Just want you guys to continue to support us, be patient with us, be loyal to us. but also, continue to push us and challenge us to do even better than what we've done. There's more meat on the bone. We're not satisfied yet, but I think it's a pretty nice start to something that can be special. But we want more, and we're going to continue to push the envelope and work as hard as we possibly can to be consistently in the number each and every year to have more events like we've had today.
Okay, now, Coach, before you go, did they give the time that you guys are going to be playing and the opponent one more time?
Fairleigh Dickinson is the opponent. I don't think that they gave the time. I think, Mike, normally those play-in games would be between the times of 6, first game, second game, 8 o'clock. So I think between the times of 6 and 8 o'clock, Tuesday night against Fairleigh Dickinson in Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio, Fairleigh Dickinson. Look out, baby, because the Panthers on the prowl. Coach, man, you guys travel well, man. Get you some rest. I know it's been a while, 24 hours, but we appreciate you greatly, and go Panthers. Okay, Coach Byron Smith, the Panthers getting in, taking care of business as they are going to cut the victory cake and get things taken care of. We have been cutting the cake as well, and we got some things going on. I'm going to see if I can get my lovely assistant to come get on the mic with me real quick. See if she got something to say. She's looking at me like, man, I cannot believe you're going to get me on here, but you might as well have some closing thoughts and sayings. You mic'd up. You can hear me pretty good, right? Okay. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm fine.
All right. I know you're tired, but a good turnout on today, huh?
Yes, it really, really was.
It's done nice. Everybody, they're cutting the victory cake right now, but we want to thank you guys for joining in with us on this special edition. It was Selection Sunday process. The Panthers will be in action on Tuesday night.
He said between 6 and 8.
Between 6 and 8, Fairleigh Dickinson is who they're going to be playing. And, of course, we'll give you updates as it comes. But remember to listen to the Mike Prince Show starting tomorrow at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday. Carlos Brown live on Saturday mornings from 10 to 12. And we'll do it all over again. We want to thank everyone for joining us. We want to thank our supporter and sponsors for today's broadcast, the Prairie View Athletic Club, located in the beautiful city limits of Prairie View A&M University, or the city of Prairie View, I should say. We want to thank Attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. And we want to thank you, the listeners, reminding you that the Panther backers will be having their golf tournament May 6th. Get in contact with Dino Robinson at 713-417-2090. 713-417-2090 to be a part of the National Alumni Association's golf tournament, which will be June 25th or 26th, one of those two. You call them at 936-857-5817. That number again, 936-857-5817. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got to exit stage left, but remember, you can follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are also on the World Wide Web at obnradio.com. The message line, 713-570-6736. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.